Welcome to my channel CA Academy, and today we are going to deal with SA-330. Today is day 14 of 100 days of audit shorts. Once we have come across the risks that has been identified under SA-315, the next natural question arises: now what should the auditor do? This is where SA-330 comes into play. SA-330 guides the auditor on how to design and perform the audit procedures in response to the assessed risk of material misstatement, whether due to fraud or error, at the financial statement level or at the assertion level. Now, what are the objectives of SA-330? The objective of the auditor is to obtain sufficient and appropriate audit evidence by designing and implementing appropriate responses to the assessed risks so as to reduce the audit risk to an acceptably low level. How many types of risk are there and how are the responses? SA-330 requires two levels of responses. Overall response to risk at financial statement level. These responses affect the overall conduct of the audit, not on a single account. Examples we can say assigning more experienced audit staff, increasing professional skepticism, using unpredictable audit procedures, changing the nature, timing, or the extent of the procedures, emphasizing supervision and review. Why this is done? To address the pervasive risks affecting the entire financial statements. Now, response to risk at assertion level. At this level, the auditor designs specific audit procedures for classes of transactions, account balances, disclosures. These responses include tests of control and substantive procedures. Now, test of controls when we are performed. Auditor shall perform a test of control when auditor intends to rely on controls or substantive procedures alone are not sufficient. Key considerations: nature of control, frequency of control operations, evidence of operating effectiveness. If controls are found ineffective, increase the substantive procedures. So, substantive procedures are, according to SA-330, substantive procedures shall be performed for all material class of transactions, balances, and disclosures, irrespective of the control reliance. Types of substantive procedures are substantive analytical procedures, tests of details. Significant risks require special attentions. Substantive procedures must be performed. Reliance only on analytical procedures is not allowed. Auditor must evaluate design and implementation of controls like fraud risk management, override, and control. Timing of audit process is also very important. Procedures closer to year end provide more reliable evidence. Interim procedures have to be updated. Extent of audit procedures. Extent depends on the level of assessed risk, materiality, effectiveness of controls. Higher the risk, the more evidence is required for that case. Revision of risk assessment has to also be done. If audit evidence contradicts earlier risk assessment, auditor must revise risk assessment, modify planned audit procedures. Risk assessment thus is not static, it is dynamic. Now, evaluation of audit evidence. Auditor shall evaluate whether sufficient and appropriate audit evidence have been obtained. Further procedures required. Audit risk is reduced to an acceptable low level. Now, auditor must document overall response to risk, the nature, timing, and extent of procedures, link between assessed risk and audit responses, results, and conclusions completely. So we can say SA-330 ensures that the risk assessment is not just theoretical, but is converted into practical, targeted, and effective audit procedures, thereby enhancing audit quality and reliability of the audit opinion.